Good morning, Coastal Bend. We will get started here quickly, but I do want to just say right away off the bat, we will continue to see this rain for the next 2 hours or so, the light stratiform rain. As the line of storms continues to move offshore, overall our rain will start to weaken, but we are going to see it less and less as we head into this afternoon. I have to go grab the clicker. I will be right back. All right, good morning, Coastal Bend. We are live across all platforms: Roku, Fire TV, Apple TV, Facebook, YouTube. What is up, everyone? This is a live look at our radar. A lot of rain fell across the watershed, and so here's a look at some of those rainfall totals. Don't look at these, they're not accurate yet. I'm still working on updating those, but these are. So our 24-hour rainfall totals in the northern watershed. Check that out. 4.26 inches of rain across areas up toward Uvalde. 3.6 closer to San Antonio, and then we saw anywhere from 1/4 of an inch all the way to 4 1/4 of an inch of rainfall across the watershed, which is just fabulous. Also, I want to point out, this is the area where we have seen the worst drought conditions. San Antonio dealing with exceptional drought, and they got the most rain. Now, unfortunately, what this does mean is that, well, a lot of that rain is going to be absorbed by the drought-stricken soil and not necessarily make it into our watershed by traveling down the creeks and the streams into Choke Canyon or Lake Corpus Christi. But we will see some additional rainfall from this, and anytime we can try to improve the soil moisture in this part of Texas, we will see improvements in our watershed later on down the road. So unfortunately, it's not a drought ending rain, but it is definitely going to help. Also, I'd like to note, tomorrow the drought monitor will be released. It will not include the rainfall that happened today, because they cut off the limit. I believe it's Tuesday at 8 a.m., but it's definitely on Tuesday is when that is cut off. And then they do all of the analyzing and come up with the latest drought monitor, and they put it out on Thursday. So this rainfall will not be included until next week's drought monitor. Taking a look on our tower camera, it is still soggy. We are still raining. We will continue to see this stratiform rain likely for roughly 2 more hours. So around 11 a.m. things will start to be tapering off, but we could see some rain up until noon. 72 degrees, especially near the coast, like our islands and even Flower Bluff. Right now, wind is out of the southwest at 9 miles per hour. So you can see the stratiform rain. It is starting to come to an end. So when we take a look at the bigger picture, you will see down south of Falfurrias some breaks in the stratiform rain. So it may end a little bit sooner, but I would say for sure between 10 and 11, that's when we'll start to notice our stratiform rain coming to an end, specifically in Corpus Christi. We had a little uptick of rain moving now toward Portland. That's kind of a stronger storm that is moving from the south to the north with this system. But overall, the line of thunderstorms that was moving from the west to the east has now moved offshore. 70 miles per hour. I have not seen a 70-mile-per-hour wind speed in Sandia. Let me check the reports from the National Weather Service, because they definitely would have reported that. And I am not seeing that. There was a line of thunderstorms that moved in, so we'll take a look at radar again in just a second, but this is a look at our Wednesday. 72 degrees, 79, so we're going to stay in the 70s. We may barely reach 90. I'm getting less and less confident in a forecast high of 90 degrees the longer it continues to rain, but I think we will reach 90 as we continue on. So keep the rain gear handy, y'all. I thought I had more radar graphics. I should. Okay. Let's go back. Okay, here's the wind. I knew I had the wind. So this was our peak wind gusts that have been recorded. Sandia is not an official wind reading site, but between Falfurrias and Kingsville, we had 32 to 38 miles per hour, 41. Heronville got a peak wind of 46. Now, these are official METAR, so they're at airports. That's their data. If Sandia did get a 70-mile-per-hour wind gust, it has not been reported nor confirmed by the National Weather Service yet at this time. So anyway, let's continue on. Rain gear will continue to be needed. And so here's why. We are stuck in this unsettled weather pattern, right? We've got waves of storms still possible. High end would be 2 inches or more of rainfall. Most will see around a ½ an inch or so. And so as you can see, rain moving out now around the 9 o'clock hour, but the model data really not lining up great with our current conditions. And so now you see here, 3 p.m., we are still tracking the chance. Now I think our atmosphere has stabilized quite a bit, so I'm not confident in this scenario playing out, but between George West and San Antonio, there definitely could be some storms that develop this afternoon, because that's where a line of storms kind of weakened and didn't produce quite as much rainfall. But an isolated thunderstorm to scattered thunderstorm will be possible again this evening, and then heading into tomorrow morning, we could see a similar situation play out. Now, it doesn't look like quite the same kind of squall line effect that would have maybe produced some stronger winds there in Sandia, but there was a stronger line of thunderstorms that did move through that area. But as we are looking at now, this is our current radar with our temperatures. It is 72 degrees in Corpus Christi. Heat index values still, I don't think Kingsville gets up to 115. I have wound up in an area on my live forecast that I did not think I was going to get to. So anyway, rain gear definitely necessary, as I wanted to show the vorticity and all of that jazz on this live update. But mostly, the most important thing to take away from this is that we're talking 1 to 2 inches of rainfall that are 1 to 2 more hours of rainfall. Overall, in the region, we have seen radar estimated totals up to 2 inches. So I'll be getting a look at our complete rainfall total for data, not forecast, or rainfall total data coming up later this morning. But anyway, I just wanted to come on here quickly. I know this has felt a little scattered. I thought it was much more organized, so I apologize about that. But overall, the heavy rain is moving offshore. We've got some stratiform rain, and there is a low in chance. Hey, thanks, Marcy. Their road flooded. What road is flooded? No flood advisories or alerts at this time. We do still have a marine warning for a chance for some water spouts, as well as wind gusts around 40 knots. So 40 knots is what we are anticipating. There's still some lightning strikes, not as frequent, but there's still some lightning strikes in that stratiform rain. And so just take it easy, y'all. Through the lunch hour, we will still have some of that stratiform rain. I think for the most part, it lasts another hour or two, and then really begins to taper off. Our skies will clear a bit, we'll heat up, and there is a low in chance that we see some isolated pop-up storms that could produce some hail or high wind coming up later on this evening. I'm not confident in that though. And then there's another round of storms possible tomorrow morning. So this all depends on that upper level energy that I wanted to show you, but because I am using the clicker and not the weather computer that I can use right here in front of me, it's complicated. The behind the scenes stuff sometimes makes sense, sometimes it doesn't. Today is one of those days where it just doesn't make sense. So thank y'all for watching. This is going to be it for... Well, thanks, Cindy, for that comment. We do read it. Yeah, anyway, thanks again for watching. This is your weather update. I'm meteorologist Carly Smith. I will be signing off from this live update. The current time is 6:24. We've got the light to moderate rain continuing in the area.